Get up, get up. Hey. Show that progress, let them see it working. Wrong or right, still learn from the play. Follow the rules, then we move our way. Get up, put the work in. Late nights, early morning, still searching. Win or lose, don't throw it away. Study the move, then come back the next day. Alarm go off, gotta rise from the bed. Dreams don't move if they stay in your head. Feet hit the floor, mind on the mission. Small steps stack when you trust repetition. Some days green, some days red. Still gotta learn what the last move said. Can't skip rules just to chase that feeling. Strong foundation, put cracks in the ceiling. Show your work, let the progress talk. Step by step, let the whole thing walk. If you fall, get facts from the fall. Take that lesson and answer the call. No shame in being wrong. If you grow, no gain in moving fast with no control. Plan in your hand, eyes on the way. Patience gets paid when discipline. Put the work in. Show that progress, let them see it working. Wrong or right, still learn from the play. Follow the rules, then we move our way. Put the work in. Late nights, early morning, still searching. Win or lose, don't throw it away. Study the move, then come back the next day. Pressure get loud, but the plan stay quiet. Everybody talks, only few really try. You want results, gotta build that range. Can't feel lost if you came here to change. Write it down, mark the reason. Strike the work through every season. If it don't hit, then review that choice. Clean up the noise, then sharpen your voice. Stack good habits like blocks in a wall. 1 week rule can't shake it all. So stay on script when emotions arise. Truth shows up when you analyze. No magic trick, no lucky lane. Just sweat, but focus, lesson pain. Then one day they see what you made. Not from guessing, from the work you laid.
Lock in when it's boring. Lock in when it's slow.
Lock in.
Lock in when nobody sees.
That's how progress shows.
Learn from the mistakes.
Build from the sky. Follow the rules. Raise the bar. Get up, put the work in. Show that progress, let them see you working. Wrong or right, still learn from the play. Follow the rules, then we move our way. Get up, put the work in. Late nights, early morning, still searching. Win or lose, don't throw it away. Study the move, then come back the next day. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Lock in. Show work. Learn more. Follow rules. Stay ready. Put the work in.
Good morning. How are y'all doing out there today? Good to see y'all this morning. Let's see what we can get into today. Market, I don't think there's much really going on in the market this morning. We're all kind of just waiting to see what truly happens. There's been some, sporadic trying to get some news out of what's going on in the Middle East, but nothing looks like it's really holding on. So let's get over here, and my idea I would like to start with is let's look at oil. So oil has been the most it's gonna run, it's gonna have its ups and downs based upon the news. So trying to use the oil as maybe a way to, show me the chart, tell me the news, I'll tell you the news kind of deal. So let's look. So that was a good range here. That's like a cup and handle almost. If you look at charts and stuff like this, there's the cup and here is the handle, but that's not the right way. So that's not right. Okay, so looking at it, you look at your MVP oscillator, it was trying to tell you like, hey, this is not the bottom right now. We're on the 2-hour chart. This is obviously the perpetual exchange of U.S. oil, so it's not true to the actual oil on on the market or whatever. So look, it kind of looks like it's in like wait and see zone, honestly. Um, so still a little wait and see zone here, kind of at the top on the 2-hour chart where it is. So it may roll over. Honestly, it kind of looks like it. And let's see. So we can look at the Fibonacci. We can bring it from the bottom here to the new local top here, and we can say that we are bouncing on the 5, which it may do. You know, there's nothing saying this one has to come back or whatnot. You should back test the way the Fibonacci's actually accept or whatnot on the thing that you're trading. So I haven't really done that on this. We're on a 2-hour chart. Doesn't look like HTX actually has too much of oil perps on here, but it is what it is. We're looking at it. It's kind of, it at least gives you an idea of where they're at. Let's see, what are the other oil, US oil here? This is futures. So see how the market gaps? That's because it actually closes on this. So this day it went up, closed, and the next time that it opened it was way down here. Our perpetuals futures would be able to trade this the entire time as it traded in between here. So it is open right now. We are at $80.50 on the WTI crude, Brent crude, WTI crude. Those are all different prices. If y'all don't actually know. Let's see. Money flow is coming down on the 2-hour chart. Let's go to the 30-minute chart. Let's see what it's doing. Money flow is coming down. RSI is coming down. We had a bearish divergence. Money flow is coming down. I think it seems as if we are on a downtrend. This was up. We've been not really knowing, this is when they were all shooting at each other again for like 13 days probably. Yeah, from the beginning of July to whatever. This is basically all of July. It's just gone up. So, and we've had our breaks here. So if we want, see this gap we have here needs to be closed, but the gap currently, not that one. Gap currently is above us here. It was much bigger, but we've closed some of it since. It went down, came up a little bit here. So there is a gap there. And then we can also have a gap here that's left. Yeah, and then now we're up in hundreds. This is like the top, so we don't want to go that far. Honestly, don't want to go that far. That would not be good for lots of people, if oil was back up over $100. So you do have some above us. You have a gap here below us. 71, 72. That'd be quite nice if it did something like that. Let's see, and from the bottom to the top, golden pocket is here. So you would definitely look for this area here that is a gap and a golden pocket retracement. So that looks good for 72 to 71 as a zone. Doesn't mean that it doesn't go back up here first to 87 before it comes back down either. So that's something to look at there. All right, now, just to look at the trade that we did yesterday, I'm very disappointed in the fact that the market makers got me. Damn wick at market open. Damn wick at market open. Because I was right that this was the bottom, just not the exact bottom. But if that would still be in, we'd be up to almost 11%. But this is the run up before they unleash some stocks. So it's going to go down. It is going to go down, but this is their pressure to try to get people to buy it. And then they will release more stocks. I don't even know. They may release more stocks today. I don't remember if it's today or this week. Let's see. When do SpaceX shares unlock? That was a wrong one. Two days from now. When does SpaceX? 2 days, August 6th. 20 to 30% of the lock shares. There you go. 2 days. So this still has 2 days worth of run left in it. So you could be looking for, if we did this much, you could be looking for in here 125. That's almost IPO is what, 135? Could push it all the way back up to the IPO price, especially if there's earnings that go along with it. So you could be in here. No, if there's, it just kind of went straight down basically. Yeah. So it's just kind of, this was the 1618 of this move here from wherever it was. I think it was from, oh yeah, from the drop to the response. That was the 1618 Fibonacci. That's why we were longing there, because it found its way to that. It just happened to go just a little further. Little bastard. All right, so also once again, our hype trade, we were a little too with it. We were trying to grab it here. It came back and grabbed us once again, and is almost back up to the top of this this zone here. So probably could have just hit extend. Style. Let's see. Text alignment. No. Don't extend. Extend. Extend line right. There we go. Okay. So now we just got it going there. So let's zoom out here a little bit. This was our downtrending here, and we were expecting it to try to come back because it has spent, its time here. So we are either about to break out, truly break out, or do another retracement, because this has seriously, it did come in here, it tried to break out, then it made this range, and it's kind of been in here, tried to break out, made a range. It hasn't really got to the bottom of the range except here. Makes me believe that it needs to find the bottom of the range again, at least one more time somewhere. And this is our golden pocket, so we still have that possibility of the 786 tap. We are at Let me delete some of these scribbly lines here. Actually, probably easier if I just did like that. There we go. So we are at the top of this range. We are at the top of this range, you know, when you look at it here. Let's go zoom in. So it has done breakout. Let's see, what was this? All right, so Fibonacci from the breakout to the top, that's a golden pocket. See right here, golden pocket. Okay. So then we go, okay, the next one, we went from here to there. Let's see, we go from here. That's like a 382, but if we bring it to the breakout, that's a golden pocket. Like this is the breakout there, that's a golden pocket. Okay. So where are we going next? So we have to either wait for the break, because this is the breakout. We made it over the top here. You have liquidity in this area right here. Go away. So you have all the liquidity in this area. So you could be looking for something in there. You've already grabbed this liquidity. It's looking escapey, but also at the same time, it's looking toppy. Money flow is up, but you're at the top of the MVP range. You're at the top here. This is bearish. You're at the top. It's trying to say soon. Let's see. You have, where is my rectangle? All right, so you have in here. And let's see, we have one here. All right, so that's kind of some targets into rectangles. Let's see, how far are we from them? Ooh, buddy, look at that. We about to tappy tap that right now almost. With the spider line, all kinds of stuff over here. Hammer candle, this didn't break. I mean, I want to short it from here, but also at the same time, we were talking about getting to that line. You don't have to get exactly to it. Damn close to it. Haven't hit these boxes. You just drew them on the chart. So looking, man, it's looking good, but this is not good. This is saying retrace for sure. How far did we retrace? Not quite sure, because you have like a stair step that's going on here, you know, stair step. That was it. Ejection, basically, though, because this is a good stair step going up, running on the VWAP. So got here. Man, it's tempting me. Let's see what it looks like over here. Oh, look. It's the rectangle that we drew on this chart. It's definitely above it on this chart. Stop here. Yeah, it's going to go. We haven't quite, I don't think we quite hit it yet. What do y'all think? A couple of people watching. Y'all let me know. What do you think? I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. Not set yet, but I'm intrigued. I don't see where it went. That was a good rectangle, but we're completely above it now. I don't see 3 drives. We're just kind of up only. Lots of liquidity though below us. Lots of liquidity below us. Because that would be, let's see. Yeah, you would look from the low to, if this was the high, you could come back to another, like a 382 that would be in here. Let's see, is there any, what are the order blocks below us? Let's just make this easy and use Chart Prime to show us the order blocks. There we go. So we do have a loud one that's down here back on the golden pocket again. That's here. And a high volume one that is right here. You have a loud one that is much closer. That's still right below it. We're above the money flow. But still rising, it looks, maybe. All right, let's turn that off. Let's see if we have any buy or sell indicators with our market oracle. TP 1, 2, 3, 4 from a buy. Buy signal there. No sell signal yet. On the Pro Plus. Let's see what the Pro says. We're at the top of the range. Market pumps, consolidation 0, prime score 10. Damn. Okay. At the top. Kind of hard to go against that. Almost got to it with that last candle. Toppy. This is bearish. That's bearish. Yeah, let's do the short. Let's go. Let's go with it. Oh, damn it. Oops. We can just do this. Look, I do like this. You get to look at my face while I put in my password. There we go. Sneak you back over here. All right, so we're gonna do a short. We're gonna go edit. Let's go edit isolated short. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So we got in. Let's see what happens. So our entry was 55.24. Of course, I enter and it comes and it wants to like immediately like, hey, here's volume. Let's see what happens. So we shorted. I clicked the button about right here. So we'll see. We were what? We're 55.24 on this chart. So 55.33. Damn, 24 is like, that's like right there. That's below the even price action on here. All right. So where am I wrong? Where am I wrong? Because that, could just be a retrace, could be a retrace. Do we want to give ourselves an SFP? What is this? That's 70. What is the top? Top is 30. Yeah, let's just put it back at the top. If it comes back up, we're out. Think that because we didn't wait like an impatient bastard I am. 55.45. Stop loss 55.46. Lose $5, 7%. Going against range and going against it doesn't sound very smart, but we're like at the top. I just want to bring it down a little bit. This is bearish. I like that. That's the reason why I got into it here. There was no bearish momentum here. No bearish, no bearish, no bearish. This is bearish. Bearish divergence here. Rolling over. Money flow rolling over. True 7 coming down. Volume coming down. That's at least how I sold it myself. This tells you something else. I'm going against this for sure. At the top of the cloud, other things there. So, all right. That's the reason why I got into that. We have our stop loss set. Let's go look at ADA because, I like ADA, So, let's look at ADA. All right. So, if you look at it again, we did come back and tap our golden pocket again. So that is the second tap of this golden pocket here. We are in search of this 1 hour. I called them 1 hour and 15 minutes because that's what I was on when I was putting them in, but they're really like, from this range to the other to this range and stuff like that. Oh, man. Apparently I need a little more coffee. Ooh, wake up. Happy Tuesday, everybody. We are in an up only kind of trading area here. And this was kind of a trend line that we were looking for to tap again for the 1, 2, 3rd tap to see exactly what we were going to do. So I personally kind of believe that in this area of around 21, almost 22 cents, is going to be the next local high. And we'll see if that causes us to drop, or if we finally get some momentum and breakout posture. But just so we all know, my next target there is about 23.5 cents, which is the middle of this golden pocket here. And that's also a 1618 of Fibonacci that I was drawing. I think it was from here to here. Let's see. Drew the fib. I do believe it was from this top to this bottom, and then the 1618. Yeah, that's basically up here. That's a Fibonacci extension levels of that to the 1618. So you could look for that, but then know that that is a heavily watch zone here. It could retrace from that point. But as everybody knows, when ADA runs, it runs percentages over everything else. That's for sure. Hype trade, not looking like it was a good entry there. It definitely looking like it wants to go up some more. But hey, we'll see what happens. That's why we put in our stop loss. It is what it is. If that's what it was. All right, so let's look at this. So on the shorter time frame, 15-minute chart, um, we are going. It's just it kind of bores you a little bit, and then it pops, and then it comes back. When it comes back, it's coming back to a Fibonacci, almost about a 5, a little less than a 5 there. Then a run. So we're from this low to this high. We haven't really retraced anything. We're below the 236 and above the 382. So it's kind of in a weird no-go zone type of deal. You know, not in a place that I would trade it at. It's definitely at a topping zone. Let's see. What is the what was the RSI show? We're below the VWAP now, but we're like trading on the VWAP, so yeah, it's interesting there. Drink some water. Yeah, the yellow dot. That was nice there, but that's just a money flow divergence here. MVP oscillator isn't doing much either there. It just doesn't look like a trade zone. I wouldn't buy here. I wouldn't sell here. I don't know really what you would do here other than just stake it and earn more. Let's look at Solana. What's Solana doing? All right, so Solana on the 15-minute here did come down to our golden pocket. That was an awesome wick into it and V-shape recovery. We did break above it. Then we would look for, since we broke above here, then we would look for the retest. Yes, we came up. Now, let's see. Was that a Fibonacci golden pocket? Look at that. Bam, golden pocket, tap right here. Great trade. Great trade for people there that got into that one. Okay, so what are we looking at now? It's in kind of another no trade-ish zone, but if you really wanted to, you can go from here to here. This already hit the golden pocket, so that one is not a valid one either. This is like an 887 from this low to this high. Now it almost was a 0, so that one, fibs are almost gone on that. It is above the VWAP. That's a nice tap on the VWAP here. If you really pay attention to stuff like that, tap on the VWAP and go. Can't say that you would like want to trade this out of that because of there. A lot of wicks. I don't know if that's a Bybit that has a lot of wicks at the top, or if that's just how this is somebody selling off that range when it gets to there. I don't really trade Solana that much. I'm just looking at it to kind of look at the different charts to see if we can see different things going on. XRP basically looks like ADA. And this was the trade that I had drawn out saying that we were going to come up and I would look for the retrace down. I didn't think we would come down wick and then come into that area that way. That was not the way that I was expecting that to work, but that would have been fairly good. And if you didn't catch this one, you still had a chance to come up and catch it again. That doesn't mean we're going to come down any further, but at least in, leverage trading area, that would have been, if you don't click the right button on the mouse at the same time, you can do what you want. That's still 1.5% down from there. That would have been a good move there. It's kind of in a no trade zone. Anyway, you're looking for it to get out above $1.09, and once you get out above $1.09, you still have to get out of this liquidity zone here, because it could just come back up into here and then come down. you would look for the bearish divergence here and short it to the bottom here. So, you know, if we want to do this again, we can just put this like here, something like that, and catch the wick. That's 1.5%. You can't put 1.5% on here. There's 1%, so we can have a hell of an R multiple still, because that's 5%. So our R multiple is 5.3. That would be an amazing trade if that was able to go in here, you know. So let's put it like this. See if we can draw it into existence here. So potential short at 110 there for you. Our hype short, it's okay. It didn't really come back. That was a little bit. We're now below. Definitely looking to come into this zone here. I don't think we need this rectangle no more. Let's draw a new rectangle. All right. Right here. That's at least where we're going. So, you know, I would think at least there. But, you know, I draw rectangles and it's like, run away. You know, that's all of like 0.2%. That's not much at all. It's been running. It definitely looks like it could come back, but at the same time, that could just been a retrace. But this right here could be a good retrace. That's probably a golden pocket too from here. Let's see, from the wick. Oh, I'm trying to go to another chart. From the wick to the top. Yeah, it's part of the golden pocket. So you could even like say this is probably going to come here because that's the golden pocket. Okay, so then where do you go from there? Take this next fib from the bottom to the top here. We can say this is the next golden pocket. If we're just going to trade the Fibonacci's. Oh, go back. That's the one I wanted to delete. All right. And let's see. That was from there. So let's draw them all. Let's draw some rectangles on the chart. It's essentially just keep on going down the chart, drawing rectangles. There you go. There's that golden pocket. Almost did it again. That's from there. This one I wouldn't take. This one I'll take. This one, let's see. Okay, and here. All right, and I'll tell y'all what those prices are in just a second. All right, so the first golden pocket starts at 55 and goes to 54.95. So it's like 5 cents worth of range. Then it's 54.83 to 54.76. The next one starts almost immediately at 54.60 to 54.40. And then the top of the next one is at 54.23 to 53.96. Those are the bottom ones there. And then we also have this down here as an order block. So that needs to be an order block. These need to be gold. 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 I like gold. Good morning, y'all. Oh, it's been a morning. Oh, man. Ooh. That's what I'm looking like on our trades here. Hopefully we don't just keep the up pattern going. It definitely looked like that was a reason for us to take that trade. Let's look back on trading view over here on hype. So these are the reasons why we were kind of trying to take it. There are prices above us that maybe we should have waited for in this zone here. But we had already gotten a bearish divergence and stuff like that. That may be all of what we're playing out right now is just that bearish divergence. It may not go down too far. But let's see. Is this a bearish divergence on the 1 hour? Yeah, it is. So you got your wickety wicks here. Top to top. And then top to top is down. It hasn't curved over yet. It hasn't actually started the downtrend yet to print it. Probably will when we close this hour and if it keeps going down. So right now we're predicting trying to front run it type of deal. It still could keep going. Obviously, it always can keep going. But we were thinking that was it there for it. That was one of the reasons why I got into it. I'm also talking to my future self about going back and looking at these trades and why that was you know, where to go. Look at it. Look at it run. Look at it run. Did it come down? It didn't even come down to that block that we gave. It just came down right here. Could be order block retracement here to back to roll over finally. That was 382. And if we zoom all the way in and we say, okay, that was the top, that was the bottom. So we go top to bottom. That's a golden pocket retracement tap right there, at least at the 618. We have 5537 as the 786. And see if we'll just watch it blast right through it, guys. We have our stop loss set. Let's see what happens. So we are, that's a 5 minute, so you don't really use it on the 5 minute, but you have your otters, you have your money bag that just printed. There's a 786. It's gonna run and close this, close me out, and then turn over. Almost guarantee it comes up here to at least the 1618. And that would not be good for our trade. But we're going to put it on the chart just to see if we were right. Which one is right? Don't long, coming up. This looks like a bearish retracement for sure. Like trying to come back into it, and that's it. Hopefully. Speaking it into existence. Oh. I don't think we need to change it. I don't think we need to move it. I think we just need to be okay with it if that was what it was. Because we were up, what, $1 or something? Not much. But like I said, if I was wrong, I was wrong. We could re-enter if it was still here. We are really kind of looking for up here is where we were looking for, around the 55.80 range. We are clipping here on the MVP oscillator. It is rolling. That just doesn't look like, I don't know. Yeah, I know. It doesn't look like that should be a place for it to go from, kind of deal. Maybe, but maybe not. I don't think so. This is 382 here. Lots of volume came in there. Lots of volume, so they're trying to push the price potentially. That would be unfortunate if we were just clipped like that, but it kind of looks like it's going to hit the bearish divergence here, because this is bearish, so it's going to clip it up here and then maybe come down. But then at the same time, that could just be a breakout, just continue. So you can't really raise your stop loss. You just sit here and it may close it, and if it closes it, then maybe you can re-enter if it really does that, because you don't know if it's going to come here, hit this, or up there if it breaks your top. Because this was the bearish divergence that we were playing off of. We did come down. So let's see. Got about 12 minutes left. Good morning to the chat out there. Good evening if you're in an evening place. Thank you for joining me. It's early morning for me. It's almost 7, so sun's up and everything, but sun's up, woo. Um, let's see how this can work here, because that was about 50% down this and then go. So that looks bullish on this. So let's delete this. Let's zoom in even further. So we would be looking for a 50% retrace. That would be about right here. If we go down the whole candle, it tapped the candle, 50% deal. Went a little further. Yep. I don't want to just jump out and be like the one that got skittish, but at the same time, it definitely looks like it's going to break this and go higher. But maybe it just tap it here and close this out. It'd be nice if it just fell, some mega whale decides to just sell it all. Would be kind of cool. Because, I'm in a short. Would only be cool because I'm in a short. If I was in a long, I wouldn't like it. I'd be like, oh, pump it. No, don't do that. I was joking. Oh man, what a day today. It's been a day already, guys, for sure. It'd be nice to get that short in. So I guess let's go ahead and hit some of our stop or our take profits. If all we're going to do is come here, that's not really that much of a trade from here to here. That's like 0.3. That's nothing. So let's put the first one at 54.75. Let's take 25% at 54. Would we say 75? So that's a 17% win there. It's in the middle of that, if we even get there. 54.50. All right, we got it there. We got here with an SFP of all of that. That's 54.02. That'll be a 43% win. And then we'll 90% out at 53.55. And that leaves us a runner just in case this decides to fall off the face of the earth. But it don't look like it wants to. It looks like it wants to close it before we even get all the take profits set. Look at it go. Go ahead and close this out because we just got them all set, right? Go ahead and close this out. Make it make sense, guys. Boy, it's going to go up here, right? Because I drew the line. I told it to go here. But this would be like a 40% loss. Because we're on a 40... no, we're only 20x leverage. I thought I made it go to 40. Okay, well, it's not too bad then. That's why we're not winning so much going down either. That's why it's also only a loss of $5 instead of 10. Yeah. I don't know why we're just like teetering here and I don't just close the damn thing, but over here, man, we're just looking at it. It's saying it's at the top. It's saying it's at the top. This is topish zone. There it is. Close it out. Ba-doop. At least it wicked on here and closed it and see if it reacts over here and close. Yep, there it goes. Bye. Fuck it. Fucking dick. Oh, I love paying my SLP money. So on that note, I guess we'll start talking about how you can make money that way. So I traded and lost into the Strike liquidity pool. So the Strike liquidity pool, you can come and take and put your money over here. Right now we're at 26% APR. And you deposit your funds and you come over here to the vault. You can pick whichever one of these vaults you want to put your money into. But this one here is up 26%. It trades all of the assets. We got 20 different assets it's trading. It's got 1,356 open orders, producing the market fluctuation that is here. We have a 26% APR. Our total P&L, because we were in a big run up when we were up the 150% or so, we are down to just up $12.62, which is still a good amount comparative to the amount of funds that we put in to be able to earn that much in that short amount of time. So that is a positive there. So if you want to be able to earn a little bit on the loss side, if you're trading on here, if you just want to put your money in here so you can take some of my money, go ahead and put it over here into the Strike liquidity provider. If you are a Strike token holder, this is how you earn funds. Is part of, or 100% of the opening fees that we pay to open all of the trades goes to the Strike staked holders, which is not a locked stake. It is a you can hold it in any of your wallets. You can hold it as collateral in DeFi protocols. You can hold it as LP in decentralized pools for trading. There's all kinds of things you can do with it, and it still earns as long as you come over and do the things with with the account. You tell it which account, basically wallet to watch, and in Cardano land you can do all of that easily. So that's how you do that. And if you would, please use the referral link for Strike to give us some referrals and trade. Use the link and complete some trades, deposit some funds, trade some funds, other things there. It would be really nice to see if this happened here and it comes all the way down and we were just off by that little bit because I was impatient. It seems to be that I am just an impatient trader, and it sucks. So, you know, I am right on the thesis a lot of the time, just maybe a little too early or a little too zealous with the leverage. There we go. That was the word. So I do appreciate y'all coming over. We have a few more minutes, so we're going to talk about Acellular here. It's probably going to flash you, bring you there. Let's go back over here so we can just come back. Maybe I should already have that loaded. So Acellular is my cell phone service. If you're in the United States, you can use this service for your cell phone service. It is the decentralized, secure cell phone service from World Mobile. I am one of the, I'm a hex operator and everything, so I have the ability to sell it. Anybody actually that has it has the ability to sell it, but I have gone this far to have a website, come onto my show, and I talk to many different people and everything. If you want to buy a phone, I do have the ability to work that out and be able to buy a phone, get it for you, other things like that. I am a legitimate business with sales tax and everything else in the state of Texas. So that's how you can do that. But you just come over here, you scroll down, you see the 4 different coverages that you have to choose from. Here's the coverage area map. It's the yellow is where the coverage is. I showed it to somebody the other day and they were like, "You're not even very many places." And I was like, read the map. Yellow is the coverage, not gray. So there's that, but you have 4 different ones to pick from: $15, $25, $40, and $55. The top 2 premium plans come with identity protection. The top one comes with $1 million worth of identity protection. This one also comes with SIM swap protection through the phone, and you can internationally call 60 countries for free. Go over here, click on this. You see all of the countries that you can internationally call for free using this cell phone service. That's an eSIM service. It helps my business out, everything else, and World Mobile helps all of the World Mobile token holders out, because every month that you spend about $50, about, I think it's like $8 or $4 of that goes to buy World Mobile token and put it in the reward pool, and that's kind of the whole reason why the whole token exists there. So that was a little bit about that. I appreciate y'all coming by today. Thank you for the people that were here in the live. Thank you for the people that stuck through the entire rewatch of it afterwards. I appreciate y'all coming by. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Think what you do on your phone is private, because the big 3 are always watching. They watch what you tap and predict what you'll do next. And the second you choose, it gets tracked, logged, and sold to advertisers waiting for your data. Stop allowing the big 3 to see everything you do and switch to acellular.io.